Welcome to TheraTalk with Dr. Shrestha. Adverse drug reaction. It is defined as any harmful or unpleasant reaction caused by the use of a medicinal product, including errors, misuse, abuse, and reactions to unlicensed or off-label use. Despite preventive measures, the incidence has remained between 5 and 10% of patients over time. While most ADRs do not have serious systemic consequences, their frequency poses risks, including morbidity, mortality, financial costs, and potential harm to the prescriber-patient relationship. The World Health Organization classifies adverse drug reactions into 6 categories based on their causality. 1. Type A reactions. It is also known as augmented pharmacologic effects that are predictable and dose-dependent. These responses are distinguished by their predictability and the direct relationship between the administered dose of a medication and the subsequent effects on the body. Type A reactions follow a well-defined pattern, making them more manageable and predictable in a clinical setting. Healthcare professionals can usually predict the extent and nature of these augmented effects based on the dosage used, allowing for a more precise approach to medication management. 2. Type B reactions. It is also known as bizarre effects, which have characteristics that make them unpredictable and unrelated to the drug's established pharmacology. These anomalous reactions defy conventional expectations because they do not correspond to the physiological responses predicted by the drug's known properties. Type B reactions manifest in unusual and unexpected ways, making them difficult to predict or understand. 3. Type C reactions. It is also known as chronic effects, which are long-term reactions that occur after extended and consistent use of a specific drug. Unlike immediate or short-term effects, which can occur shortly after drug consumption, chronic effects develop gradually over time with continued use. This category includes a variety of health-related consequences that may emerge after prolonged exposure to the substance. These effects can have an impact on a variety of physiological systems in the body, potentially altering organ function, metabolic processes, and overall well-being. 4. Type D reactions. These are delayed effects that occur long after a drug has been discontinued. Unlike immediate reactions, which appear shortly after drug administration, type D reactions have a delayed onset. This category includes a variety of side effects that may not be apparent until a significant period has passed since the individual stopped taking the medication. 5. Type E reactions. It is also known as end-of-treatment effects, which occur when a drug is discontinued, causing the body to respond to the abrupt cessation of the medication. This phenomenon highlights the complex interaction between the pharmacological agent and the body's physiological processes, emphasizing the impact of withdrawal. The body, which has adapted to the presence of the medication, undergoes changes when the external influence is abruptly removed. This can cause a variety of physiological responses as the body attempts to restore equilibrium. 6. Type F reactions. Type F, or failure of therapy, is a classification used when a pharmaceutical intervention fails to produce the desired therapeutic outcome. It is an important designation in pharmacovigilance because it allows healthcare professionals and regulatory authorities to evaluate the efficacy of a specific drug in real-world clinical settings. Recognizing type F instances aids in the refinement of treatment approaches, improves patient care, and contributes to the continuous improvement of pharmaceuticals. ADRs can be classified according to severity to more effectively comprehend and handle their impact on patients. 1. Mild ADRs. These drug reactions occur when a patient's symptoms are tolerable and do not significantly disrupt their daily activities. The effect on the patient's well-being is minor, and the discomfort caused by the reaction is usually manageable without extensive medical treatment. Symptoms may resolve on their own or with simple self-care techniques. 2. Moderate ADRs. These reactions are beyond tolerable and require attention due to their discernible nature. Medical intervention becomes necessary to manage and alleviate the symptoms of ADR effectively. 3. Severe ADRs. It is characterized by symptomatology that extends beyond mere discomfort, potentially jeopardizing the patient's health and necessitating immediate medical intervention. Severe ADRs include conditions such as anaphylaxis, in which a rapid and severe allergic reaction can cause life-threatening respiratory distress. Serious cardiovascular events, such as sudden and critical heart arrhythmia, also fall into this category and require immediate medical attention. 4. Life-threatening ADRs. These are a critical category that pose an immediate and significant threat to the patient's life and necessitate prompt medical attention. These reactions are uncommon but can have serious consequences. A life-threatening ADR is severe anaphylaxis, which is an acute and potentially fatal allergic reaction. In such cases, the immune system reacts strongly to the drug, causing systemic symptoms such as difficulty breathing, a sharp drop in blood pressure, and other severe manifestations. 5. Fatal ADRs. These are the most severe, indicating reactions that tragically result in the death of the affected patient. Despite their rarity, these cases highlight the gravity of specific drug-related complications and represent the most severe type of adverse reaction. These reactions can be caused by a variety of factors, including hypersensitivity, organ toxicity, or unexpected interactions. 6. Disabling ADRs. It refers to cases in which the impact of drug-related side effects causes long-term or permanent impairment, significantly affecting the patient's overall health and function. These reactions have long-term consequences, including disabilities or irreversible damage to specific organs or systems. ADRs are classified into several categories based on the frequency with which they occur. 1. Very common ADRs. These are those that occur in more than 10% of patients receiving a specific medication. These reactions follow a predictable pattern, making them well documented in clinical settings. 2. Common ADRs. These are a variety of responses that occur in a significant proportion of patients, typically ranging from 1% to 10%. These reactions are expected and frequently well documented during the drug development and clinical trial stages. 3. Uncommon ADRs. It occurs in 0.1% to 1% of patients, occupying a space between the more frequently observed common reactions and the rarer occurrences. These reactions are distinguished by their relative rarity, occurring in a smaller proportion of people when compared to more common ADRs. These reactions, which frequently go unnoticed during clinical trials, become apparent only after the drug is administered to a larger and more diverse population. 4. Rare ADRs. These are distinguished by their occurrence in a remarkably small proportion of patients, typically ranging from 0.01% to 0.1%. These reactions are difficult to detect in pre-market clinical trials, owing to the small number of participants. The small sample size may not accurately reflect the diversity of patient populations or the range of underlying health conditions. As a result, these rare ADRs may only be discovered after a drug has been administered to a larger and more diverse population during the post-marketing phase. 5. Very rare ADRs. These are distinguished by their extremely low frequency, affecting less than 0.01% of those exposed to a specific medication. These reactions are so rare that they frequently go undetected during the rigorous clinical trials conducted before a drug's market approval. These extremely rare ADRs may not appear until the medication has been available to a larger population for an extended period. Stay tuned to learn about causality assessment, complete with examples in the next videos. Take care.